genre in which I feel the most free to express myself and my musicality. A big part of this is the way in which we as instrumentalists endeavour to imitate the human voice, by which I mean through the phrasing and text declamation that singers are using when they perform the same music.
Von einer Jungfrau säuberlich.
This gives me the greatest access to the music, and it really helps me to understand exactly what I'm trying to communicate to my audience.
I will do a bit longer, the couteau. In Deum protectorem. Yeah, that's it.
I think the future of early music lies in it being introduced at a much earlier point in a person's musical journey. Singing is something that's so innate and human to all of us that children already have the potential within them to sing in larger phrases, and they can replicate this in their playing. They don't need to already be masters of their instruments to make shapes and to tell a story with what they're playing. In my own teaching, I've observed that following this kind of vocal approach is enabling my students to play in a more creative way. Children are more than happy to take a step away from the printed notation in front of them and focus on the shapes of their phrases and the meaning of the text. And it ultimately makes their music lesson a more engaging experience.
Try a different version where you show me that springs is the most important word.
We can already see parallels to this idea in other areas of the arts. Shakespeare is already introduced to children at a young age, and it's not presented as something that's difficult or complex to understand because the human themes remain the same. The same is true in music education, where regardless of whether we're playing early music or not, we're still trying to create drama and beauty and elegance. So what better way to access these themes than via one of the most intuitive forms of music making that is accessible and inclusive in practically every teaching scenario. Vocal playing is not the only area of early music that can be taken into more general music education. We can incorporate aspects of improvisation, of ornamentation, and these things are, for the children, just something new and exciting.
Do you think breathing here would be a good idea?
No, I think...
Why not?
Because it's in between a word, and those two tones belong together.
Yeah.
Introducing early music at a younger age is going to result in young musicians being more aware of it as a possibility. They're going to already be experienced in some of the techniques that we're using, and it's hopefully going to inspire the next generation of musicians to pursue this avenue of performance practice.